Hi, welcome. We are at the North Sea Observatory today. It was built in 2018 and it's a purpose-built marine observatory sitting on Chapel Point, adjacent to some fabulous south-facing beach huts. It's open all year round. It has a cafe and an art gallery and great views over the North Sea. My name's Helen Millington, and today I'm here to talk about speech and presentation, and this is our second video, Breathing Part 2. So as I mentioned before, we talked about intercostal diaphragmatic breathing. That's the gold standard of breathing techniques for safe and effective vocal production. And that employs the intercostal muscles, which are between each rib, the diaphragm, which is under the lungs, and it uses these things called the abdominal muscles to press the air up and out of the lungs on the exhale. So relaxation before breath work is so important. Any tension in the body that we're holding, literally anywhere, from the top of your head down to your toes, will affect your ability to breathe and then create good vocal work. So what we want to be doing are things like stretches, stretching the arms out in front and behind, shaking everything out, swinging the arms as if you're doing a really spirited walk, swaying from side to side, that's very useful, or swaying in a circular motion because the hip muscles can get very tight. And with that tension, we then get tightness, and tightness in the muscles is the enemy of good vocal work. Walking in a slow and relaxed way around a space, that's also very useful. And something that a lot of people don't think about is tension in the face and the jaw. So in order to combat that, I want you to trigger a yawn. That can be really, really helpful in just relaxing those facial muscles and allowing your voice and the organs of speech time to create the sounds that they need to. So another breathing exercise that we can do is to rest the hand on the stomach, take a nice smooth deep breath in through the nose, and then blow all of the air out on a long F sound. So it goes like this. So the reason that that's so effective is because we are restricting the airflow on the out, on the exhale. And what that does is it tightens and constricts those abdominal muscles that we were saying that we need to be nice and relaxed in. It tightens those abdominal muscles and really has to make your body work on the exhale. And that's really important, that we work the body, we work those muscles on the exhale. So we'll try it once more. Take a deep breath in and then really wait until that need to breathe. Force that air out on a long F sound, okay? So. Good. That's one of the best exercises that you can do to really start to warm up those abdominal muscles. Now what we'll do is we'll take a breath in, wait for that need to exhale, and then we're going to release the stomach muscles and really let the breath drop further into the body. So it goes something like this. And we take that second amount of breath, and that really allows the breath to drop into the body, and we can really start to feel those abdominal muscles working for us rather than against us. And again, repeat all of these exercises no more than 3 times in one go. And then further to that, to warm up the vocals, we can use another exercise where we create a different sound. So instead of creating the f sound, we're going to create a sh sound, as in shh, be quiet, okay? So this time we take a long deep breath in, and then we're going to build up the volume on that sound, and we're going to feel where the source of that power is coming from. And again, that should be the abdominals. So it goes like this. until it's really quite loud, and you will feel those abdominal muscles tightening and tensing in order to allow you to create that sound. The next one we'll do is a quiet hum, so and again, I want you to focus on where the source of that sound is coming from. So we'll take a nice deep breath in and we're focusing on where that sound is coming from. It should be coming from those abdominal muscles again. So the final breathing exercise that you can do is to speak a quiet and then a series of stronger heys. And it goes something like this. Hey, 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 hey. Until it gets really quite loud and you're filling the space with your voice. Feel those abdominal muscles moving and working for you. And another breathing technique that we can use, and we do, is called box breathing. Now what I want you to do is you breathe in for a count, let's say for instance to start with, to make it easy, a count of 3. Then you hold that breath for the same count. So it goes in for 3, hold for 3, then you breathe out for 3, and then you hold that again for the same count. So it goes like this. So again, you've got that control of those abdominal muscles. You're controlling the in, the hold, the out, and the hold. And you can increase the count as you get more and more proficient with this exercise. So you can go with 4, 5, 6, however many you can go up to. And that's a really effective technique that you can use to support the voice, but it's also really useful if you get nervous when you're doing a presentation or you're speaking to somebody. Box breathing is very good for calming you down. And our final technique is breathing for energy. Now this is really important if you have a presentation and you really want to make an impact, or you're speaking to a customer and you really want to feel energized and in control of that situation, then this breathing for energy technique is very, very useful for that. It's a little bit more difficult to master than the other ones that we've done, but it's very, very useful and very effective. So what you need to do is take a short, sharp intake of air through the nose. That's the first bit. Very, very brief. And then you want to imagine, it's again a visualization technique, you want to imagine that breath is high in the chest. So we are doing that clavicular breathing to start with. And then secondly, you take another short, sharp intake of breath, but this time you want to visualize that breath a touch lower down in the body, so lower down in the chest. And then we take a final third intake of breath, and that breath we place down here into the belly. Okay? So it goes something like this. And then let that breath out. Okay? So again, sharp intake of breath in the chest, sharp intake of breath lower down, and our third intake of breath even lower down still. So once again, and then you can let it out as a smooth breath, or again, you can let it out as short, sharp bursts through pursed lips. So again, you're increasing that energy all the time. So it goes. And that can be repeated up to 3 times again. So that concludes our second session on breathing, and next we'll be talking about vocal work.